Alright, how you guys doing? This is Neil, the art instructor at masterpaintingnow.com and also best-selling author of How to Draw Awesome Figures on Amazon and top art instructor on Udemy. I'm going to show you guys here a sped up process of me doing a watercolor of Harley Quinn. I start by adding just kind of like a base kind of purplish color, very a lot of water on it. I actually use a cup here and paint around the cup. So I place the cup on the paper, paint around the cup with a big brush to get that perfect circle. Now I'm going to use a paper towel to kind of wipe around it so that I get this kind of texture look into it. It might be kind of hard to see. There you go. Now you can kind of see it better in the video there after it dried. In between here I use the blow dryer a lot, so you'll see kind of like real quick skips because that's when I'm blow drying it. So certain parts where I like lay down like the main color that I want. I don't try to go too dark too fast. I take it in stages, you know. And I'm like, okay, now I can add the darker colors back in. Always remember that watercolors dry a lot later than what you're coloring with. Now I almost thought that maybe I should have, in retrospect, I almost think that maybe I should have, when I did her legs, is left her legs really light pastel colors, so they're kind of like in the background. Similar to not that part, like her butt and that part of the legs, like her boots and stuff, make it more like a light color. And I kind of do. I kind of like leave the details off, but I almost wonder if I could have left it even more off. But anyway, I like to mix a lot of different colors together. So with skin here, typically I do kind of like really weird colors for skin, but I kind of wanted to stick to something more like how you'd color a comic book. Keep in mind that kind of reddish color around the eyes and get, you know, it's gonna fade a lot more. One of the techniques you might have saw me use there for a second is after I lay down a color, a dark color, to blur the edges, I take my brush and I clean it and I put just water in it, and then I dab it on my paper towel, and I take kind of a damp brush and I go around the edges of that color to blur it into the next color, so it's not like such a hard edge. Like you see on her shirt sleeve there's a really hard edge. I kind of wanted that hard edge there, but notice on her skin it's not like a super hard edge. I think in stages, you know, I work light to dark, and as I'm thinking these different stages, what I'm thinking of is, you know, okay, right now she looks a little bit flat, and that's the problem I see with a lot of people's watercolors is they don't capture the volume, you know, of the character. And here I want to add a lot of variation to the skin tone. I even add a little bit like a bluish purple toward the end to the shadows, and I like adding a lot of different colors. I think it adds good variation, but knowing where those dark shadows are going to be and fall in your painting is going to really help it pop out more. For example, I'm going to put a dark color to her chin there. I just like put water down with the big brush there, and then took color and just kind of let it flow into the water and dabbed it, and then I just kind of sprinkled the brush so they got a little bit more on there. But notice right there in the legs, underneath the legs, you just think about form, 3D form. If you're kind of curious how, you know, to get good at 3D form and understand, you know, because this is all drawn from imagination. I'm not looking at anything here. You won't find this anywhere online because this is my own creation from my head. And that kind of freedom I teach how to do on my art courses. So if you want to learn how to do that, one of the most important things is you know, how to do form, how to draw form, how to understand form, how to create form with shadows and lighting, and then of course, you know, like perspective is really important. And yeah, so anyway, I teach all those fundamentals in my course on my website. It's masterpaintingnow.com. The link's in the description of this video. Click on that, and it's called Discover How to Draw and Paint Comics. And it's not just how to draw and paint comics. It's really the fundamental. The first section is the fundamentals to do anything, to draw and paint with any medium and anything. Like I was saying, I blow dry a lot. That part I forgot to cut out. All right, so here she is. I'm almost done with her. I'm just kind of showing the progress so far here, where you can really see the brush strokes. I like to be able to see individual brush strokes in watercolor. I like that kind of abstract look that you get when you just have, you know, individual brush strokes. But when you kind of look at it from a distance, you know, it makes a cohesive picture that looks very detailed. Here's the sketch that it was based on. Just a quick pencil sketch, again drawn from my mind, and the watercolor. So I really want to add the fishnets to her, and I was going to do it with a really dark color, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to do it with this light pen here. This pen here is really cool. It goes over everything. The only thing it doesn't really go over very well is pencil for some reason. Now I'm using really dark color here to add some detail to her belt and her bracelet, and it's kind of like a blue purple color. And I'm taking this blue purple color and I'm just adding it throughout to add darker shadows where I need darker shadows. And notice that now that it's getting more transparent, add it over the colors of the hair, it just blends right into those colors, and it just adds secondary colors, makes your colors look more rich. Right, so now it's just pretty much done. But yeah, that white pen, it's a Uniball pen from Japan. The colors that I'm using is Kiritake. They're also from Japan. They're the hard kind, not the tube kind. And then the brush that I'm using for most of the painting, it gets a lot of detail work, is a Kiritake brush. It's the Saber hair brush. Alright, so there's the finished painting. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this, other people might enjoy it too. So go ahead and hit that share button. Hit the thumbs up if you liked it. I appreciate it. And please leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see watercolor next. What character, or just anything at all. Just throw something out there you'd like to see. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.